Yes, guys, Hokage Puya here. Another video. What a day of football. And you guys, people ask me all the time, Hokage, why don't you support the US men's national team? Why do you live in the US? You have an American accent and everything. You are a full-blown American. You're a citizen. Why do you identify with Iran more? Because I'm fucking 97% Persian blood. Why do you identify with Germany more? Because I was freaking born there and my parents changed their lives there, and because the football is freaking amazing. Why don't you identify with the US men's national team? Hokage, why don't you support the US men's national team? People ask me this all the time. They say, Puya, you need to support your nation. You need to support the country you live in. Really? Do I have to? Do I have to? Because look at this. Look at this shit right now. You guys, this is why the US will never be a serious footballing nation. I'm sorry, I have to keep my voice low, but the folks are sleeping. The folks in my house are sleeping, and I don't want to get my ass whooped. And yes, I'm a 23-year-old and I'm afraid of getting my ass whooped, but it is what it freaking is. Brown boy life. Do you see that? Third place. You guys, third place. The United States finished third place at Copa America 2024 on home soil in a group that has Uruguay, Panama, and Bolivia. And people ask me, why do I not identify with this team? Why do I not take this team seriously? On a home soil tournament, these bums, these rascals, these useless footballers. You guys, let's not even say football in this video. These useless soccer players finished third place and are grouped at their home soil Copa America with their supposed golden generation of US American talents. You guys, this is the reason USA will never be a serious footballing nation. We have just been grouped on home soil in a Copa America with a group with Panama and Bolivia. And what does this mean for the US national team? I hope people wake up. I hope Americans that actually support this garbage team see that this is not a team that you can just blindly support, that you could show up to these tournaments, show up to the games and go USA, go USA. You need to see through the lies and you need to see through the bullshit. This US Soccer Federation is flawed from bottom to top, from grassroots level football, from talent ID, from opportunities for youth to how the federation is run, funding, how coaches are picked for this team. It is all a cluster fuck in the US Federation, and this is why it will never, ever culminate into success for the US national team. Now you might be saying, Hokage, what are you talking about success? The US has won the CONCACAF Nations League, the Gold Cup. Don't you ever make the argument of the Nations League and the Gold Cup to me. Those are two of the most useless, embarrassing international competitions in the history of international competitions. Those are fodder tournaments. What matters for the USA is whenever they're invited to Copa America and the World Cup. And today, we just got grouped in the freaking Copa America and on home soil when everyone was saying, oh my God, we can make a semifinals. Oh my gosh, if we really play our cards right, we can make a finals. But no, in the end, the United States are grouped. And it's embarrassing. You guys, just going through some of my issues with this team. Yes, I will sit here and tell you this is a talented crop of US players. I think, we have the most players that we've ever had playing in Europe, playing for top teams. However, these players do not show up for the national team. I think the only player I could sit here and tell you we can't really put blame on him is Christian Pulisic, because Christian Pulisic, hate on him all you want. He's the, American soy boy, and he's the B-Tech Clint Dempsey. He'll never be good as Clint Dempsey and Landon Donovan for their nation. I get it. But Christian Pulisic is the only player for the United States in the attack and in the midfield that shows up consistently. That's the word. Consistently shows up. You know, guys like Tim Ream, Anthony Robinson, Tyler Adams, these three guys that I have also been sort of consistent players, they're not as consistent as Christian Pulisic. They have their off games, they have their disaster classes. But Christian Pulisic is the only player that consistently shows up for this US men's national team. And for me, in my opinion, I don't think these players are the best players USA has to offer. From the grassroots level, if you do not live in the United States, it is very much pay to play in the United States. To play competitive or travel football, you have to pay $2, $3, $4, $5,000 a year. To play for the best academies, you have to have the money to be able to travel, plane tickets, bus rides, everything, equipment. To play on the best travel teams, to play on the academy teams at these MLS clubs, you need the money and you also need the connections. And there's a lot of talent that slips through the talent pool at a very young age in the United States. Your Latino Americans, your African Americans, your European Americans too. America still prioritizes at the grassroots physical traits, speed. They don't look at your touch. They don't look at your footballing technique. They won't look at that until you're at the college level. You're at the, travel ball level at 16, 15 years old. They completely ignore technique until you are 15, 16 years old in the United States. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. The average American coach in the United States, if they see someone who's quick, who's powerful, who is tall, who jumps high, they are going to try to get them on the field more than the kid who has good ball control, the kid who can dribble 5 players, the kid who is press resistant, who may be slower, maybe a little bit chubbier, may not be as athletic, but he has the footballing qualities. But he'll never get picked. He will never get picked. So that's one reason why the USA never succeeds. But I can make a whole 1-hour video talking about all the issues I see in the US Federation and from my experiences growing up here playing travel football and seeing certain players make it and certain players don't make it. I could make a whole 3-hour dissertation about that. But let's just talk about this team right now. 100% one issue is Greg Brickholter. Greg Brickholter is without a doubt. He might be the worst manager I've ever seen in international football. You have these great young players, Gio Reyna, Christian Pulisic, Florian Balogun, Musa, Anthony Robinson, all these guys. And you play such lethargic, scared, pussy-ass football. We play pussy-ass football. And at times, it's just really unorganized. At times, the team doesn't look like they know what they want to do out there. So from the coaching perspective, Greg Brickholter has done nothing for this team. And from the player perspective, you guys, I think some of these players are good, but I don't think some of these players are built for the international stage. You guys, there's certain players that just show up for their nations. Right now, the United States only has one player that consistently shows up for them, and that's Christian Pulisic. It's Christian Pulisic. So for the United States, man, to get third, and this is the point I even forgot to hit on. Third behind Panama? You guys, I should have made a video after that Panama game. The loss to Panama was so embarrassing. Losing to Uruguay is okay, guys. That is probably the second best team in this competition behind Argentina. But to lose to Panama, you guys, that's embarrassing. After all the money that is pumped to this federation, all the money that is being pumped into growing the sport of football or soccer in the United States, it's all leading to nothing. Nothing. The results are not there. And if they continue with Greg Brickholter until the next World Cup, you guys do not expect anything from the United States in 2026. I will just say that right now. Do not expect anything from the United States of freaking America in 2026. This US Federation is crumbling from inside out. It is not structured. It is not structured well. There is no clear leadership. There is no clear plan. And you guys, from the footballing perspective, the coaching person, you guys, there's just so much wrong that I just don't think the USA will ever be a serious footballing nation. Ever. Our best athletic talents aren't playing soccer yet. We're slowly getting there where more and more youth are playing soccer, right? But our best athletes, the guys who go play in the NFL, the guys who go play in the NBA, these guys are not playing football from the age of 2. They aren't. They're playing basketball, they're playing football. And that is also where we are lacking. Many other nations, their best athletes are playing football. From a young age, their best athletes get hooked onto football. They bring incredible athleticism with a combination with incredible technical play. That is something the US lacks right now. Yes, we have players that are more technical now. Musa is a very technical player. Pulisic, in my opinion, is a decent technical player. Not Tyler Adams, Gio Reyna is a very good technical player, but it is not gelling together. The players aren't understanding each other, and the coach is clearly not getting the best. Greg Brickholter is clearly not getting the best out of this United States talent pool. And I want to see tomorrow morning, if the US Federation is serious, I want to see Greg Brickholter first thing I see in the morning or in the afternoon, whatever, afternoon news. I want to see pulling up my phone, going on Twitter and seeing Fabrizio Romano tweet, Greg Brickholter has been sacked as U.S. manager. The U.S. looking for replacements to get prepared to build for the 2026 World Cup in the United States, another home tournament. So, you guys, this is embarrassing. You guys, just look to the left of the screen. Mexico got 3rd place. Now, don't get me wrong. Ecuador is a very good team. Venezuela absolutely shocked me in this tournament. But you guys, CONCACAF is in the bin. Two CONCACAF original big teams, USA and Mexico, are out on basically home soil Copa America. For Mexico, guys, this is a home soil tournament. The amount of Mexican guys, the amount of Mexican fans we have in the United States, the amount of Mexican population we have, for Mexico, this was a home tournament as well. For both USA and Mexico to get basically grouped in home tournaments in this Copa America, while Canada and Panama are going through to the quarterfinals, it's absolutely embarrassing. And you guys, last thing, let's circle back to 2018 when the US failed to qualify for the 2018 World Cup, losing to Trinidad and Tobago. I just feel like 5 years later, or 6 years later, sorry, we're back in the same position. We're back with a group stage exit at the Copa America, losing to teams like Panama. I just feel like this is a huge blow. This makes me feel like the right progress and the right steps have not been taken since 2018. And it's just looking very grim right now for the United States. I will say, though, the reffing at this Copa America has been absolute dog shite. And today for the USA-Uruguay game, horrible reffing from the ref today. I don't even know. You guys, I can make a 5 million hour video on that, but this has been Okage Puya. I will never, this is why I won't support the United States, Germany, and Iran till I die. USA, the Federation needs to fix their shit. And the team, you have 2 years to fix your shit if you want the fan base like me to get hooked on this team. This is Okage Puya, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys.